Hey, Taebyn, you remember that AD episode from a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah, with even with all that drinking, I felt freaking great the next day. No hangover, nothing. And you know why?
I mean, I have no idea what those things are, but I do want to know why.
Well, because I took Broad electrolyte vitamins. They're like super Gatorade in a vitamin. Anyway, I felt so great the next day that I emailed them and I said to them, hey man, great product. And you know what? The CEO emails me back to say, thanks.
Oh, nice.
Love to hear from fans. What are you guys up to? And bam, just like that, Broad electrolyte vitamins becomes a supporter of this show. I mean, I know.
That's pretty great. Thank you, Broad.
Thank you, Broad. I mean, who likes being hungover or dehydrated? So guess what? We've got a special deal for all our listeners. Go to Broad Electrolyte Vitamins website at broad.co. That's BRODE.co. There's no M. And use the code BFFT at checkout to get 25% off your order with no limit to your order size. The more you order, the more you save. And on top of that, Broad will donate 25% of the proceeds from every order using the code BFFT back to the show to help support its production. So it's a win-win-win for everyone.
That's awesome.
So that's Broad, BRODE.co.
It really is. I mean, Broad gets stuff. We get things. You Furs get things. It's kind of great.
And remember, that's BRODE.co. and code BFFT at checkout. Hangovers are the worst, and this stuff is the best. So go to broad.co and use code BFFT.
Hi. So I'm having those problems again with video not working. I don't know if this is left over from Tuesday or not, but I never did figure out what happened before. But, well, here we are.
All right. Well, you don't have to have video. You have a pretty good signal, and we don't seem to be lagging.
Yeah, I don't need video, so maybe I'll help with the recording and everything. Hopefully Tuesday's issues don't happen.
Yeah, right? Well, I don't see you fluctuating. And is there a lag?
I don't know. Technology's crazy.
Technology is crazy. How many tabs do you have open on your computer?
I am a pup.
You are a pup, but I asked you a question. Did you get the answer? Did you get the question?
Bark, bark.
Okay. Did you hear my question?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, but did you hear my question about how many tabs you have open on your computer? You're not answering me.
Plop. Pop, pop.
You're not answering me.
I can't. That's not okay. My cow.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer as soon as you hear it. What is your name?
I am a pup. I am a pup. Oh, yeah, and how are your parents doing these days?
Well, that's interesting because I
feel so sorry for Rain if he has to edit this and everything, but what are you going to do, I guess?
Malfunction in primary AI core. Switching to backup core. Backup core not found. Terminating program.
Great, Bearly. You broke virtual Taebyn.
What?
Yes. We made a virtual Taebyn so that, you could have it on your Alexa, and we were going to make lots of money with it.
Okay. Okay. Rain and Taebyn thought it would be fun to play a joke on Bearly, thinking that there was no connectivity between the Taebyn pup
the real Taebyn pup, and the Bearly. And Rain, play that clip again of what you just played about the broken Taebyn.
Warning. Malfunction in primary AI core. Switching to backup core. Backup core not found. Terminating program.
Yeah, that freaked me the hell out.
Yeah, the look on his face was priceless. I wish I'd been videoing it, but
I am like, what the hell is going on? I've never heard that before. Oh,
look,
thank
we
you,
thought
Rain. Thank you, Taebyn.
yeah, we thought virtual Taebyn would be a good idea. It could replace Alexa. It could do so many things.
So many things.
If you hadn't broken it.
So many things.
I mean, we were just beta testing it.
Okay, well,
there goes our fortune,
let's
Taebyn.
VHS test it. Let's VHS test it next week, and
All
then
right.
you can DVD test it the week after, and then you can virtual test it. Anyway,
Okay, well, that was a really nasty joke that you and Rain played on me before the show. Here I thought we were having technical issues, and I guess we still are because you're in a different computer on a different room or something like that.
I am in a different computer.
Yes, you are. And but I wanted to tell you, I was in downtown Salem the other day.
You were?
I was, and I walked past a gallery with paintings on display out on the windows.
Oh, yeah?
And there was this one painting of a bowl with some milk in it and some food in it. It was surreal.
Oh, that is a charm that I feel lucky about.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And then, while I was waiting for you to come online, I was looking at my pen, and I realized that this pen can write underwater.
Oh, nice.
It can also write other words, too.
Oh, well, that's even more useful.
It's even more useful.
Oh, my cow.
Do you have anything to say before we get rolling?
Only that I hear music in the background.
Yes, there is music in the background.
Oh.
this is Bearly Furcasting, featuring Taebyn and Injured Nerves audio production.
Well, hello, hola, hallay, and Moobarkfluff to all the creatures in the Podiverse. Welcome to our little corner of the interweb. I am Barely Normal, and with me is that maven of merriment, that wonder of wonders, that giver of hugs, Taebyn.
Hi.
How the fluff are you? How the fluff are you, Taebyn? Besides
Well,
sounding like you're distant away from your computer.
I am my confuser.
Yes.
Yes. Well, apparently I'm a wonder of wonders, and I am good. And yes, hello, all you furs out there, and Moobarkfluff, all you fluffs out there in the whatever this is. My name is Taebyn. I am a pup bark, and I wonder about the wonderment. And how are you, Mr. Bearly, on this fine
Well,
eve?
I'm pretty good. I think we should explain to our listeners why you sound a little different. Why do I sound like I sound like
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. You sound different, Miss Moneypenny. Let's go to town, shall we? I think. Oh, we are off the rails already. 2 minutes into the freaking show. Okay, so we should explain that you had some computer issues and you had to do a backup computer, and the backup computer does not allow you to plug in your fancy dancy microphone. So that's why you're sounding kind of tinny
Fancy
today.
Tinny. I am a tinny pup. Very
Tinny
small.
pup.
I'm tinny.
Yes. So today, thanks for asking how I was. It was a good week. It was a couple of weeks ago now. My husband and I celebrated our 7th anniversary for 7 years of marriage. And
Oh my cow. So I clap the pausies.
I know, clap those pausies. And we went out to dinner to a nice Italian restaurant out in Independence called Menagerie or Mangiare or something like that. Mangiare, Mangiare, however that's pronounced. And I was sitting there, and as the server came by, I said, "Excuse me, but may I ask you something about the menu, please?" And to my absolutely surprise, he stopped and slapped me, saying, "The men I please are none of your business."
There is a ba-doom, boom, chirp, chirp happening right now. Oh my
Yes.
cow.
Oh my cow. Oh my cow. I think for those of you that don't know, Rain is listening in on this because, being the co-producer and all, he's listening. He's laughing hysterically over that joke.
He is still laughing actually at that.
He's still laughing.
You got me. I wasn't expecting that one. I wasn't reading ahead. Oh my god.
Lux just came on because Lux is going to join us later, but I just told a joke, Lux, and you have to hear this joke, okay? So
okay.
I was in a
right.
I was in a restaurant the other day, and an odd thing happened to me there. As the server came by, I said, "Excuse me, but may I ask you something about the menu, please?" And to my absolutely surprise, he stopped and slapped me, saying, "The men I please are none of your business."
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride,
my
everyone.
goodness.
Happy Pride.
I'm
It's like-
gonna return. Give me 10 seconds. So did you know that there's a local furry here who's in the hospital because he shoved 26 plastic horses up his butt? His condition is described as stable.
I know, and you stole one of my jokes for later.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Woo!
Indeed.
Oh,
Indeed.
that's crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Taebyn.
Crazy. Hi.
Oh, Taebyn.
Hi.
I noticed in the show notes that you put a weekly challenge for furs in there. Do you have a challenge for our furs?
I do not.
Okay. Well, not sure why you put that in there then.
Well,
so the
just because we
challenge-
haven't done one, we haven't had one in a while, so I thought I'd put it in there and see if you have one.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll challenge all furs to send me a bad joke like we just did twice and 3 times there. So send us a bad joke. We'll read it on the air. There we are.
That is it.
Okay.
Good challenge. Yay.
Good challenge. Hooray. I think it's time that we get to the past today.
Okay.
Okay. So it's been a while since we reported on our listener cities. We were having this.
That's true.
We're having this competition between Columbus and San Jose. Well, both of them have
Yeah.
fallen way down on the list.
Oh, naughty.
I know. So Columbus has fallen way down. Right now, the top 5 cities we are listened to in are number 1 is Los Angeles. Number 2 is San Jose. Then Portland, Oregon. Then Salem, Oregon. Then Seattle, Washington.
All West Coast thingies.
All West Coast thingies. Now, the top 5 countries that we're listened to in are the United States.
Okay.
Canada is number 2. Canada is number 2. The United Kingdom is number 3. Germany is number 4. And
Really?
Finland. Finland is number 5. Top
For
5
whatever reason.
countries that were listed. Apparently, we're popular in Finland. Who knew?
Yay!
Who knew?
Hi, you Finnish furs
Hi,
out there.
Finnish people.
I hope you start before you finish it.
Ha ha ha.
No. I know.
I don't know either.
I don't either.
Don't know. What was that all about anyway?
I don't know. I still think it's hilarious how you. Oh, they don't know yet.
No. Well, yes, they do.
Well, they won't. They don't know. What am I even talking about? They don't know how. So all you furs listen to during Transfurmation Station in this episode barely forgets what OMC stands for, and it was hilarious.
Yes,
I thought
did.
anyway, and it was cute. But then when he realized it, it's like his face is like, oh, duh.
Duh. It's only
It was
like
funny.
our logo, for criminy sakes. I mean, come on. So,
Oh my cow.
oh my cow, indeed. That's what it stands for. Oh my cow. Do you have any past today that you would like to discuss?
No. The only thing that I can think of is that there is a fine line between a numerator and a denominator, and only a fraction of furs will actually get that joke.
I got that joke.
Okay, so you
I
are
got it. I got
one of
it.
the few, one of the proud. Well, actually, not so proud, I'm sure.
I'm not so proud that I understood that joke. That's what I'd like to say.
Oh my cow.
Yes. All right. Well, in that case, I think we should just travel on down the train tracks to That's Just Stupid.
That's so stupid.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
So, a man who disguised himself as an old woman in a wheelchair threw a piece of cake at the Mona Lisa painting in Paris. As
What?
he did it, he said, "Think of the Earth. There are people who are destroying the Earth. Think about it. Artists tell you, think of the Earth. That's why I did this." I don't know. It's like, they didn't say what kind of cake it was, but he was detained and taken to a psychiatric unit. So there's that.
There is that.
Yes.
Okay.
Just recently on June 23rd was International Pink Flamingo Day, which was a holiday started in Massachusetts. Yes, in 2007 to honor those ubiquitous pink flamingo lawn items. I hope everybody put their flamingos out on that day. And taking that to the next level, parks official in Buffalo, New York, reclaimed a Guinness Book of World Records title by assembling a line of 4,280 plastic pink garden flamingos.
Oh, there's quite a record right there.
That's quite a record. They dubbed the flamingos Flomingos for Florida, of course, in order of the landscape architect who invented them, which was Frederick Law Olmsted, FLO, Flamingos. And they put that line in the city's front park. Now, speaking of world records, I had to say, a Swedish strongman broke a Guinness World Record in Italy when he threw, are you ready, a washing machine. Yes, a washing machine that washes clothes. He threw it a distance of 14 feet and 7.2 inches.
Well, good for him.
Right. His name was Johan Esper Krona, and he broke the world record while going head-to-head, or washer-to-washer, I guess, with Dutch strongman Kevin Del Routier on the set of a Guinness World Records show, Lo Show de Record in Milan. Where's Milan? France or Italy?
It's Italy, I think. And wow, that's got to be some high-speed washing cycle that happened there.
I guess. I don't even know why that's a record that has to be tracked. I mean, it's like, hey, I threw a washing machine 6 feet. That's a world record. No one's ever done it before.
Let me take this refrigerator now. Oh, now let me take this ceiling fan.
Yeah, it's like, okay. It's like, wow. But I will have to wonder, though, if it was a quote-unquote clean competition.
Probably not. No.
Probably not. I don't know if it was cyclical. I don't know. But that's my news of the stupid. Sorry,
and there
folks.
It is. And
there it is.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
There's something about detergent, some really horrible joke with detergent in it about that, but I'm having trouble with it. But
there probably is another challenge for the joke challenge.
I was just thinking another challenge for furs. If you got a joke there with detergent, just write it in and let us know, and we'll do it on a past today type thing. Remember when we were talking about the washing machine? Well,
there you go. There we are. All right. Okay. Taebyn's making strange noises.
Hi.
Because Taebyn can.
I do that. I'm
okay.
I'm a pup.
Okay. All right. So, before this is going to be a short episode, I think. Before we get, well, maybe not. Before we get to furries in the news, I have Taebyn lost it last week. He's going to lose it again this week. I can tell already. He's going to lose his fluff. And if he has to, stop muting yourself.
Mute it. Now, what's this? I can go mute, off, and mute, and I'll do this. I go a cow.
It's like a dog with a new toy.
And things just happen. And actually, what if I do this? I'll go through the alphabet really quick and go mute on and off and on and off and see what happens like that. Ready?
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay. A, B, C, D, E, J, K, L, M, N, O, W, X, Y, and Z. C's next time, won't you sing with me?
There you go.
That was stupid. That was very, very stupid.
That was very, very stupid. And so we're gonna play trivia later on. But here's a trivia question: the song for ABCs. What is the tune? Do you know the tune?
There's two songs with the same tune. I know there's Twinkle Twinkle
Yes.
Little Star and is it Row Row Your Boat? No. There's another one.
No,
I thought.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and ABCs.
But
I
thought there was another one that has the same tune.
I don't know. Third challenge for Furs. If there's a third tune, so let us know. There we go. Okay. So I could not find anything for Furries in the News. Do you have anything for Furries in the News? And if you don't, then I think we'll just skip that section for today.
Well, we skipped media.
Well, we'll go back to media, but let's talk about Furries in the News.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then the answer is no, I do not have any for... Oh, but I should do the thing then, shouldn't I? Since I'm in a new computer thing.
Just do a real quick one.
Okay.
Do furries...
I'll do it with a mic.
No. Do no furries in the news.
Okay. No, and I'll also do the mic on and off thing and see how it goes. Okay, here we go.
Oh boy, here we go.
No furries in the Mark. Okay,
there we go. All right.
I don't even know. What is my life? I don't...
What is your life? Okay, well, Taebyn, Lux has been missing us for a few weeks, and she would like us to come visit. She says she has something really special in the works. Are you ready for this?
Oh, well, cool. I don't... Actually, if she said it's really special, I'm a little more scared than usual, which is increasingly more and more each time. But I guess let's go for it.
I guess, the worst that could happen. Nothing could be worse than the Zamboni. I have to tell you that right now. Ever,
well,
nothing
true.
could be worse than the Zamboni. So,
leprechauns.
Yeah, leprechauns. All right, let's head on over.
Okay, well, it's a nice day out here today. We're walking.
It is nice.
Is us walking. We are doing.
It's a very nice day. Yeah, it's very nice. I have to say, I hear birdies. I hear doggies barking in the background somewhere out there.
I hear a caterpillar eating its lunch.
Caterpillar eating its lunch.
Yeah.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Steven. What was the bugs' names from that story?
Phil and Dennis.
Phil and Dennis. Hello, Phil. Hello, Dennis. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we are here.
For any fur that gets that reference, send us it in, and you get a big hug.
Mm-hmm. Well, here we are. Things seem to be, they're kind of dark, and there's no lights on or anything. Let's, I guess, ring the doorbell. All right, always makes me nervous when things are dark.
Oh, hey guys! Oh, come on in.
Hi.
Okay.
Hey, do you like my outfit?
Sure.
We're rebranding again. Welcome to Rain Raccoon Land.
Oh, Rain Raccoon Land. Oh.
Yeah, come on in. No, we got the Rain Raccoon roller coaster up here. We got the Rain Raccoon bumper boats, which keep catching on fire. And see, do you like my Rain Raccoon fursuit?
That's wonderful.
Goggles on it and everything.
I know. It's. I thought it was rain when I walked in. I was like, why is rain here?
Yeah, it's really hard to see out of it. See, it's sized for Rain Raccoon, which is kind of defeats the purpose, like a fursuit of your own body. But. Okay. Branding works in mysterious ways. In fact, if you guys are really nice, there's actually a meet and greet with Rain right over there. It's only a 2-hour wait, bro.
Only a 2-hour.
Yeah.
I bought a fast pass though. Can I just go to the front of the line?
Oh, I gotta check it for authenticity. Oh yeah, it's got the little fingerprints on it and everything. Yeah, you can go ahead and hop in the fast lane.
You can look and see the leprechaun prints on it too, so you know.
Oh,
there's leprechaun.
The fast pass is actually made out of leprechaun. Yeah, we recycled them after we exhumed the mass grave, and come find out a flattened leprechaun is pretty much like a durable piece of paper. Come on.
Okay.
If you wave it back and forth, it does a little Irish whistle.
Oh, the little Irish, a tin whistle.
Yeah, it's the sound of its ghost. Anyway, we should go over and see Grave.
Okay. Well,
hey guys.
Hi. Hey. I didn't realize you had a land over here by yourself.
I do now.
Oh,
Mr. Raccoon, Mr. Raccoon.
Yes.
Can I have a picture with you?
Of course.
Yay!
wow.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm doing poses for social media, and I'm 6 years old. Whee! Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
You probably have 18 million followers already, I'll bet you. But anyway, so where's Rain?
Yeah.
Or where's Lux?
Rain's right there, bro.
I'm
I know it's
right
confusing because I'm
here.
wearing the Rain costume, but
I
he's there.
know,
It
Rain,
really
Lux. Where's Lux?
Oh,
She's
she's
down
down in the lab.
Utilidors. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
underneath the whole
Utilidors.
park.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you just gotta hop in the trash compactor or the trash can right over there. It'll suck you right in there.
Well, that's better than the compactor, I guess.
I
Well,
guess.
there's a compactor
do not
at the
get
end,
in
but
the
as long as you
compactor.
jump off. As long as you jump off
Okay.
in time, you shouldn't get crushed.
All right, I'm gonna.
Star
Taebyn, you
Wars,
follow
here
me.
we
I'm
go.
gonna
Wait,
go
don't you
first.
want an autograph before you get in there?
Yeah, I mean, I've got all these headshots and autographs. If you guys don't want one,
rude.
I mean, they're just
come
gonna
on.
like.
Yeah,
Why
I
would
want
you
one,
buy
I
a
want
fast
one, I
pass?
Because when I walked in, there was a machine that said buy a fast pass here, and I thought that was important, so I put my card in and bought one. I thought it was a fast.
I mean,
pass
you
for
know, you're
Lux.
letting that leprechaun's life go to waste if you don't get an autograph, bruh.
Okay, here, autograph it,
Let's
please.
not do that.
All right,
All right.
to Bearly and Taebyn.
Actually, I think his name was Booley.
Lots of love. No, it's Bearly.
Is it Bearly?
Yes,
it's
That's
yes.
a weird name.
It
We've
is.
had like
Well-
3 Boolies today, but you're like our first Bearly.
Okay.
Lots of love. Raccoon hugs and kisses.
All right.
Oh,
Rain.
yay.
All right, Mr.
Oh,
Bearly,
yeah.
just make sure that you pick up after your support dog, okay?
Oh, okay.
My support dog now. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Good to know.
Follow me, Taebyn. Here we
Okay, go climb in that trash can. All right, bye.
Bye. Okay.
Oh,
Doesn't
I got
smell too
bananas
good
on
right
my. I got banana peels on my head and milkshake on my fingers. Hi, Lux.
Yeah,
Why
and-
would you have a trash can coming down to your
Oh,
lap? I mean, come on.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh no, it's a Disney World joint kind of how it works. Oh, also,
How
do you like
did
this
you get-
giant pit of money that I'm
Woo.
Scrooge
How
McDuck
did
in
you
right
get
now?
a giant? I don't want to know.
Woo!
Hi, we're here.
The Rain Raccoon intellectual property, come find out, is incredibly lucrative. And also, if you open up a theme park in whatever state that we're in, the city council lets you have your own government. So technically, we're self-governing, baby. You want some gold? Here, have some gold.
Awesome.
There you go, bud.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I regret to inform you that the transformation ray is like half buried in gold coins, but if you guys wait on over, we can attempt an experiment.
All right.
Yeah,
let's
come
wait.
on.
Let's-
Come on in.
Hi.
Yeah, Taebyn, how are you
have to
doing?
wait while we wait. I'm doing good. How are you? Well, I mean, you got all this money, so
Yeah.
you're probably okay.
Not
Yeah.
exactly. Now, I mean, I'm kind of wondering whether I should turn this all into an NFT and make even more money, but, you know, there is a lot of
I don't
gold in
know
here
if that's
right
actually
now.
a good idea right now. I mean, all this, there's not too much of this coin. There's only a bit of it.
Oh. Oh.
So-
Oh. Oh.
So
I was gonna say blockchain, more like schlockchain, huh, bud?
that's
All right.
it's very crypto what I just said.
Exactly.
Oh.
All right. Well, there's a taxidermied chair made out of thylacine furs. You can go ahead and sit in. I went ahead and bought that.
Okay.
And you know, they actually found a couple living ones. I had them turned into that chair. All right. And Bearly.
Yes.
So
Yes, dear.
the transformation ray.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to be more, you know, ecologically friendly. See, now that I'm part of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, I figure now's a great time to care about the environment. So we've switched the transformation rate over to biofuels, specifically corn oil.
Oh.
So here's New York corn.
Oh.
I'm gonna need you to squeeze that
Oh.
until oil comes out.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm a
Alright.
bear because I can. There you
There you go.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that.
All right, I'm gonna
There's
climb
a
up on
lot
here.
of oil coming
And
out of
Taebyn,
that.
how's that thylacine chair treating you, bud?
It's very, very comfy, I must
Yeah.
say, and I think that you must have had a transformation thing a little bit ago, because there's like some cauliflower oil behind me or something. I
Oh,
don't know.
no, that's just to lubricate. So I don't have to put a lot of effort into getting out of that chair. I just make it nice and slippery so I can slide right out of it.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
okay.
Plus it
okay.
keeps the fur
That's
glossy.
why I'm having trouble staying
Yeah.
in. Okay,
Now,
got it,
there's two
got it.
buttons on the side. One of them is the massage feature, and the other one's a bidet. So whatever you need in the moment, just go ahead and
So whatever you
press
need.
that button.
I imagine if I push the wrong button, I would be very, in parentheses, pleasantly surprised.
I mean, you'll be relaxed or you'll be clean.
Well.
One of the two. How's that corn squeezing going, Bearly?
Well, I've got 6 ears squeezed out. I've got about 8 ounces of oil. Is that enough?
Perfect. That ought to do it. Just go ahead and
Okay.
pour her right in. And then, yeah, the best part about it is the whole thing smells like fresh butter popcorn while we run it.
And,
So,
and apparently,
Smells like me.
It's a very feminine corn oil because you're pouring her in. So.
Yeah, no. This is gendered corn. What's the best oil comes from corn with pronouns.
That's corn with pronouns.
Corn with pronouns.
All right. Well,
man.
it's all in. It's all in
right, cool.
Ray chamber. Ray.
Fantastic.
Chamber.
All right.
Chamber Ray.
Exactly. Okay, Taebyn, I'm gonna transform you, but before I do, just wanted to let you know that your insurance no longer exists. Which is fine.
Oh.
I am doing this pro bono because obviously I am swimming in gold.
Or pro puppo. In this case.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to turn you to bones. So, all right.
No, I actually don't want that either.
Right? Well,
because I mean, he was a really good doctor and everything, but I'd rather not turn into him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna dismiss that morbid thought. Okay, let's get on up here, and this machine smells lovely. All right, Taebyn, I'm gonna go ahead and crank the osmometer and realign the copostratus and turn the MacGuffin all the way up to 11 out of 10. So here we go. Beep boop bop boop boop, and it's asking for a pin. Whatever. Oh man, I really got to get the trigger fixed on this thing. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Taebyn, are you?
Oh my.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, you're an arcade cabinet of some kind. Let me hop down here and kind of wade on over. You're like some kind of old school arcade.
Wow.
Cabinet.
So,
wow.
You look like kind of like a.
Something?
Well, like it kind of looks like it's a Pac-Man, but it's got a disembodied Taebyn head on it, and it says Pup-Man.
Pup-Man.
Or Pac-Pup.
All right.
Maybe
Pup-Man. Pac-Pup.
Wow.
I can't tell if you're the machine or if you're the game. Wow.
Well, he's something.
Well, Taebyn, what does it feel like to be?
All of a sudden, I
the
feel
fact
like
that the whole...
eating lots of little tiny marshmallows and being chased by Clyde and someone named Pinky, and I don't know, it's a really weird sensation I'm having all of a sudden. And look, what's that big, huge, flashy thing? I'll go over and nom on that. Hey, all of a sudden...
Okay, well, before...
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like you're running the demo right now. I mean,
excited.
we got plenty of gold coins
really
around.
Exciting,
Right, yeah. So you can't physically feel your body then? If I tap your cabinet, nothing happens?
The fact that, but the cabinet's also his fur. It's his. It's furry. I don't know how.
It's
very tactile.
There's also a lot of crumbs on you. So, has someone played this before? Hold on, I'm gonna check the high scores here. So, the top slot belongs to OMC.
That makes sense. That makes
sense.
Then OMC.
We've got a.
My cow.
There's only 3 spots on here. Second one is RRC. That must be rain. And the third one.
Sorry, you just got it. Bearly. So. Barely just got the OMC. He was like, "What? The OMC? What is that?"
Oh no!
I'm like, who's OMC?
Like, now I know.
Who's OMC? Oh no!
Okay,
I was gonna say, maybe you playing this game barely will help restore some white matter up there, because that was a little frightening. It looks like the last score on here is CWE. That must be Crunchwrap Earl. So I bet you could knock him off of the high score thing if you played some Pupman. So, here's a coin.
Okay. Well, I have to play, clearly, so okay. Okay, here we go.
Alright. Ride the knobs, buddy. Alright. Taebyn, what's happening in Pupman?
Now I'm not just that demo anymore. I think there's a maze around me. It's all blue and electric. It reminds me of being in Tron, and there's all that. I'm gonna go over and go this way, and now I'm going that way, and I can't even control myself. It's like something else is controlling. Barely, are you controlling me?
I am.
He's controlling.
Okay. I'm controlling.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
That nice, big, shiny, flashy thing. I want to see what that is. It looks scrumptious.
All right. There you go.
Eat it. It's turned all the ghosts into cows.
Oh, and they ran cows. I want to chase the cows. I'm going to chase the cows because they're like
get
flashy
them.
and blinky
Get the cows.
and stuff. I'm going to run after. I'm going to go pet this cow. I'm not scared of it anymore. I'm petting the cow, and that's amazing. And now there's another one now. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my cow. Oh. Well, they're not flashy blinky anymore. Now they're like cows running around, and they're kind of scary. I kind of want to run away from them. So Bearly, help me run away.
Run, Taebyn! They're stampeding!
Oh, they're
gonna
get you!
God! All right, well, game over. What's your score, Bearly?
It looks like it's 18,477,322,176.
And I didn't even get to go through the tunnel thingy. That's amazing.
Yeah. Taebyn, you ate a lot of cow.
Apparently.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What did the cows taste like, Taebyn?
Well, I didn't actually eat the cow. I just pet it. I just felt like I just needed to pet the cow. So I probably missed what I'm supposed to do, but I barely got a lot of points for it anyway. So
I kept pushing the button forward, but he just kept petting that cow, and I was like, no, eat the cow. Eat the cow.
It's crazy because I think you got like the high score of this. It must be that you're not supposed to eat the cows but pet the cows.
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe that's why. All right, interesting. All right, well, yeah, that was existential and terrifying. All right, we're going a little long here. I think it might be time to turn Taebyn back. Taebyn, any last thoughts? Any last thoughts?
Or lost thoughts, because Taebyn loses thoughts a lot. Yes.
Yeah. Any lost thoughts you found about being the game pupman?
The lost thoughts that I think I just found are that it's very, very exciting and scary. But there's all these shiny lights, and it's amazing, and just the feeling of not being in control was, we'll leave it at that. And those are my last thoughts about that.
Because I heard there was like an imposter or something beforehand, so yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure if Bearly's practicing like some kind of hypnotism or something.
Yes.
I don't know. It was on social media. Anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to climb back up onto the transformation ray here. And Bearly, got any more corn squeezins?
You didn't ask me to squeeze anymore, so let me get some cobs. All right. There's
all right. Yeah. Go ahead and ring it out. And Taebyn, give me a quick sample right before I turn you back. What does the soundtrack sound like?
Do bark bark bark. Do fluff fluff bark. Do grandma fluff mama fluff. So I'm gonna hug you and pet the cow.
Wow,
that's a really
man,
good
I bet it's going to sound even more amazing when Rain remixes it into a smash hit. Right?
I can't
Absolutely.
wait to hear
it already sounds amazing.
It sounds amazing. That's an amazing theme song, I have to say.
And that's
it. All right. Okay.
Absolutely. All right. I'm going to transform you back now in 3, 2, 1.
Bark. Wow. Oh, woof. Woof.
Hey!
That was a thing.
All right.
Lux.
Oh.
Lux.
What?
There's like 10 little cows on his head. What's that about? Why is there 10 little cows on his head? Why is there 10
I think
tiny
he's
cows?
got some kind of cowpox, but it's actually cows.
Cowpox from the what? And you said his insurance doesn't work anymore. How am I supposed to take care of cowpox?
No, it does not.
Is there an ointment or like a 13-step program for this?
Yeah.
Or?
A 13-step program.
I'll tell you what, Taebyn. Here's the thing. I can prescribe you something, but you're going to have to work off the medical debt in Rain Raccoon Land.
Oh.
So as long as you're comfortable operating a roller coaster,
I can learn. Okay, we'll find out.
Right. And also, can you fit into a Rain Raccoon's costume size?
I guess I will have to find out.
All right, fantastic. Okay, well, the mooing is going to haunt my dreams. In the meantime,
so many movies, so many movies.
Here are 3 creams. Two of these you take topically, 1 orally, none rectally. So just keep that in mind. There you go.
Remember, as a very old, entertaining singer once said, "When you have to take vaccine, take it orally, 'cause you know the other way is more painfully." There you go. So.
we've got an opening in our knockoff version of Dapper Dan's too, Bearly.
Well, there you go.
Weekend cash.
I play guitar, ukulele, tin whistle, and harmonica. There we go.
Yeah. How are you at ham boning?
I like to eat the ham bones, especially in some baked beans.
We'll work something out.
Okay,
I need to get you guys out of my money pit.
So
right, just go ahead.
It's like swim out of my money pit now. And...
Right. So there's a fairy over there on the side. If you shake her on top of you, you'll gain magical flight for 5 minutes. So her name is Tonkerbill. Just go ahead and just shake her.
Shake
her. Tonkerbill, no, she's not. Tinkerbell, absolutely not. All right. Pixie Dust does crazy things. Bye, guys.
Pixie Dust is bye. Bye. Oh, Taebyn, hold my hand. We're flying over the land.
Oh my God! Look, kids, magic is real.
Oh my God!
Rain, check it out.
I'm upside down.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Taebyn, your shift starts in 30 minutes. Don't be late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, guys, look out for the fireworks that we're shooting off currently.
Oh, watch out!
Keep flying!
Oh,
that was a close one.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. I needed. Okay, bye. See you next time.
It's like, Taebyn, hang on to my hand. Okay, we're gonna try and touch down. Think about it. Okay. Oh, good. We made it to our recording studio. Let's just get back inside and be done with this. Okay. Let's get to the media. I started watching a show. It popped up on Hulu for some reason as a featured thing called Assembly Required. And it's maintained on the History Channel, but apparently for some reason Hulu has it. And hello. And it's hosted by Tim Allen. It's hosted by Tim Allen and Richard Karn and April Wilkerson. Now, you may recall those three actors from a show called Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. All right, so I remember Tim Allen. Who were the other two on the show?
Richard Karn was his assistant on the quote-unquote cable news or the cable show that they had. As was April. She was one of the Tool girls on the Tool Time show, which is the show he hosted, which is the similar blah, 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 blah. So it's an interesting show. It's a reality show. And it's also interesting to see that Tim Allen, Richard Karn, and April Wilkerson have not aged gracefully.
Oh,
so
okay. I don't know.
Yeah. They did not age gracefully, but it's okay. Yeah. It's a reality show, and they send odd objects to builders around the United States and ask them to build something, quote unquote, off the wall. For example, the first episode, they had 3 builders on, and they have to eliminate each other. And the first elimination round was they had to build a Class A fire extinguisher. Now, a Class A fire extinguisher is a water-based fire extinguisher. They had to build it with the items they sent them. They sent them like a Coke canister, not cocaine. A cocaine canister. No, they sent them a Coca-Cola canister and some nozzles and whatnot. And they had to make this pressurized water thing to shoot the flame off a candle from 10 feet away. The 3 builders had to do stuff, and one of them was eliminated. Then the next round, they had to build a leaf blower / ice melter combination.
Okay.
Yeah. So, people that live in frozen areas, a lot of times they have ice melters for their driveways and stuff instead of shoveling or snowblowers.
It could be useful if you had to shoot a cake at the Mona Lisa or something. There's a good tool for that, I guess.
That's true. You have to blow that cake right at the Mona Lisa, right?
There you go. Have some cake.
And so then they had to send that item back to Tim and Richard, and they tested it out. And it was really kind of interesting to watch. Is it a good show? It's okay. They tried to recapture their funness from their original series. It was kind of a foul ball. It wasn't a swing and a miss. They got a piece of it, but it didn't quite get it over the line.
Since it's a foul ball, it kind of goes along with all those flamingos from earlier.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So I will probably watch another episode to see what the next one brings, but we'll see what happens there. And then I did watch a couple more episodes of American Gods on Stars, and I'm up to like the 3 episodes from the end of Game of Thrones again. So there we are.
Nice. Yep. Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. What have you been watching?
First, I have to report that the clock is not allowed in the library because it talks too much.
Oh, I heard it has a tick, though.
It does. It definitely does. And all of that is just too much for the library. So, but yes. I wasn't watching the clock, though, because it wasn't in the library. But I've been watching, we've continued season 7 of The Goldbergs. We finished season 1 of Halt and Catch Fire. Still a pretty good show, like that. We started Stranger Things season 4.
And what do you think of that? I've heard mixed reactions about that.
Well, we're only like 3 or 4 episodes in. It's what I'd heard before too is that it's odd. Like it's kind of and it is. It
I mean, how many times can you rehash the same storyline? Monsters from the underworld come out to, get the kids. I mean,
it's a little. I mean, so that's like the thing. It's like there's an alternate dimension underneath their town I forget what the town is and stuff. So, I mean, it does that. It's so far a little different than that. It's not, we'll see what happens. But it is a little different than the previous 3 seasons. It's worth checking out, I think.
All right.
But as I say, we've only seen like 3 or 4 episodes. So but it's odd and weird and it's holding my attention. We'll go with that.
Good enough.
And also, I watched Borat 2, which is officially called Borat Subsequent Movie Film.
And how was that?
I really liked it. Rudy Giuliani makes an appearance.
Yes, and he plays with himself, I hear.
Well, not quite. Well, we'll just... I won't say anything more. Okay. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really... I really, really like it. There is a very... I won't say anything. I won't say anything else. It's just I really liked it. Anyway,
good.
Very nice, very nice. And that's all I've been watching.
All right. Well.
Okay,
as the character from Saturday Night Live used to say long ago. I think that was who was that? Anyway, can't remember his name right now, but there we go.
There we go.
That's
amazing. That is amazing.
All right. That's amazing. All right. So since we had no furries in the news, let's talk about upcoming events. Now, I know it's early. I know. I know it's early to talk about this one upcoming event, but it's a local Oregon con / event. The con chairman said it was an event, but he thinks that he's accidentally caused a con to happen around it. So this might actually go a little bit further down the con area as opposed to just a furry event. And it's called Get Out the Float, and it's being held in Seaside, Oregon, the weekend of October 27th through the 30th, 2022. Now, registration is open at getoutthefloat.com/registration, and we'll post that in the show notes for listeners who register. We plan to be there, Taebyn and I, and Rain and Orville, and we're going to have lots of Taebyn fun and entertainment. I'm sure that you're going to probably sing Weird Al and probably do a story time.
That's
we're going
the
to do
plan.
A podcast recording. Yep. And it's going to be an interesting event because the con chair has some very interesting, unique things planned for this event. I just want to point that out there. Lots of bouncy houses. Lots of bouncy houses, inflatables. There
are like 5 bouncy houses and castles. Oh my cow!
Yep. It's going to be crazy.
Whoa.
So,
and so for any that doesn't know, Seaside, Oregon. So Seaside is like it's an ocean side town and stuff. So if you like the ocean and beaches and stuff, you can go do that too.
It's by the sea.
It's
in
by
the name.
The sea.
Seaside, yes, side by the sea.
By the sea.
It's in the name. It's in the name.
That is, I did not have to explain that, but there it is. That is a true state. And they used to have like arcades and stuff. Do they still have arcades? They do? Okay, so there's like arcades out. Seaside's a nice little fun town. So all you first, you should go check it out and support this new local con/event /thing that has stuff.
Yes, absolutely. That's it. And we're gonna plug it each and every episode to remind and refer to get there and get registered and come see us and have a good time there. And it's important because it's a new thing. It's a new event. It's a new con, and they need furs to sign up and go. When I talked to the con chair yesterday, there were 6. I count them 6 registrants to the event.
Yay. And
right now there's a 1-to-1, and 4 of those are us. So, come on, folks, come on, furs, get in there.
Although, this is actually an event that has happened, like actually for a while. It's just not just been big advertised or anything. It's kind of been more of a smaller thing, slightly invite only. But I think there's been like 50 to 75 people that would show up in the past. But now hopefully we can make it grow and make the fluff explode all over Seaside. Then there'll be Fluff Side. I don't know.
Fluff Side. Yes. Okay. So other cons that are coming up, and there is a literal fur ton of this stuff coming up. So buckle up, buttercups. Here we go. So this very next weekend, 4th of July weekend, June 30th through July 3rd, is Anthrocon, of course, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's one of the biggest cons in the country. Make sure if you go there, send us some information. Let us know how it went.
In the world, even, not just the country.
Well, sure. And the same weekend, sure, they're not. So the same weekend, or week, I should say, because this is a 7-day con, July 2nd through the 9th.
Oh my
It's called Lakeside Furs 2022 in Austria.
It's in the name again.
Yes, it's
Lakeside,
by a lake.
So it must be
Lakeside. Yes, it must be next to a lake, I'm guessing, right? The weekend of July 4th through the 7th is the Furcasting 2022
again in the name.
Again in the name, yes, in Denmark, and that's at Fjeldersherdenjemenrumen Greenja. I know I slaughtered that, but I'm just going to say that's what it was. And
poor cow.
Now, if you happen to be in Estonia, they have the Furry Est. If you happen to be in Estonia and you want to go to Furry Event, go to Furry Est 2022, which is July 7th through the 10th in Kabala Barge Houses in Kabala Village, not Vidja, Kabala Village in Rapla County, Estonia. There you go. And if you can't make that and you happen to be in South Africa.
If you happen to be, if you can't be in Estonia, you might as well be in South Africa.
South Africa, right. You can go to South Afrifur, July 8th through the 11th at the Valverde Eco Hotel in Mulderstrift, Lanseria, South Africa. And if those don't tickle your pawsies, you can go to Kineticon in Hartford, Connecticut on July 14th through the 17th. Now, the next several cons are all that same weekend. So if you're not in Hartford...
Oh, no, it is that same weekend.
17th, the same weekend. Yep. Furry in Canada. So you can go in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Wow.
That was a calamity right there.
That was a Canada, yes. So Furry in Edmonton. Wow. Okay, we're just going to say it's in Alberta. And then that very same weekend is Anthro Weekend, Utah. So if you're not in Connecticut, you're not in Canada.
Not me.
You can be in Utah. Yes. And that is the Anthro Weekend, Utah. And if you happen to being in Brazil, which I'm sure maybe our meme weasel might be going because he's close to Brazil, it's Brazil Fur Fest 2022.
It's in the name.
And it's in the name. And then if you can't get there and you're in Texas on that same weekend, this is a very busy weekend for furry events.
If one of you first is like all this on the same weekend, you are a busy fluff.
Well, I don't know that you could make it to all of those on the same weekend or not. Just travel time all the way around to be crazy. So you have you have Furry Siesta in Dallas, Texas, coming
Siesta.
up that same weekend. And then you could go to Norway if you want, where they have Furway in Norway. At So that same weekend, you can go to Connecticut, Canada, Utah, Brazil, Texas, and Norway to go to furry events. Wow, that'd be crazy.
And you can also go to Netherlands at the same time.
Oh, the Netherlands, yes, because they have Dutch FurCon that same time. Oh my cow, that is a lot of furry events the same weekend all around the world.
It's a lot. The world is full of fluff that weekend.
They should connect them all up on the interwebs and just have this huge internet con together from all of these countries and
using
states.
VR.
Using VR, yes. Shouldn't it be VF, very fluffy?
Yes.
Not virtual reality, but VR, very fluffy.
We have it all on VF. You don't know what that's from.
We have it all, UHF. That's from the movie UHF, is it not? Yes,
Weird
I
Al,
knew.
yeah.
That's
very
Weird Al.
good.
That was
you
his
are
movie.
Smart.
Yes.
It was his movie.
Yes.
Oh my cow.
It was.
We have it all on OMC.
I have it all on OMC. Taebyn, I have to ask you a question. I have to ask. Do you have a story for us with a non-violent hero?
Yes. Oh, you were looking at the chat today. Yes, I do.
Was, yes.
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, so for any further that wonders what that was about, so in the chat today, we were talking, and some for who? What? His name starts with an S. Shanaki was saying, wondering why all the wolfies in the stories are baddies, and so I said, well, little spoiler in this particular story I'm going to read now, the wolfie is there's multiple wolfies, and they are not baddies. So they might be They might be crazy because they're baddie, but they're not baddies. So this story, shout out to Paco Panda, because he actually requested it, and I got it. So yay, Paco, if you listen to this. Anyway, this is the story of the three little wolves and the big bad pig.
The big bad pig. Okay,
the big
interesting.
Bad pig. Yeah.
All right.
So, here it goes.
Do they have banana plantations? Inquiring minds want to know.
They don't, and to any fur that gets that reference, let us know, because we love you for it. Once upon a time, there were three cuddly little wolves with soft fur and fluffy tails who lived with their mother. The first was black, the second was gray, and the third was white. One day the mother called the three little wolves around her and said, "My children, it is time for you to go out into the world. Go and build a house for yourselves, but beware of the big bad pig." "Don't worry, mother. We will watch out for him," said the three little wolves, and they set off. They set off.
Not set on, but set off.
That's what they did.
Okay, is that the end of the story?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's more. There's actually more.
And that's it. That's the end of it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye. Have a good.
See you later. Okay. Soon they met a kangaroo who was pushing a wheelbarrow full of red and yellow bricks. "Please, will you give us some of your bricks?" asked the three little wolves. "Certainly," said the kangaroo. What a nice kangaroo. And she gave them lots of red and yellow bricks. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of bricks. The very next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of bricks that the little wolves had built. The three little wolves were playing croquet in the garden. Isn't that very nice of them?
That's cute. Yes.
That's cute. When they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside the house and locked the door. And there's a little picture of them playing croquet, but not anymore because they're in the house.
Okay.
The pig knocked at the door and grunted, little wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot."
Wow, that's a lot of tea leaves.
That's a lot of tea leaves. then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down, said the pig. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but the house did not fall down.
Go figure.
But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He went and fetched his sledgehammer, and he knocked the house down.
Well, that was very violent.
Not very nice. The three little wolves only just managed to escape before the bricks crumbled, and they were very frightened indeed.
I bet.
How deed?
In.
Very good. We shall have to build a stronger house, they said. Just then they saw a beaver who was mixing concrete in a concrete mixer. Please, will you give us some of your concrete? Asked the three little wolves. They're stepping up their game.
Right?
Certainly, said the beaver, and he gave them buckets full of messy, slurry concrete. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of concrete.
Okay.
No sooner had they finished than the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of concrete that the little wolves had built. They were playing battledore and shuttlecock in the garden.
Oh,
and when they
that's
saw,
cute.
hey, isn't that nice? And when they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside their house and shut the door. The pig rang the bell. Well, so I mean, he's got manners. He rang the doorbell and said, "Little frightened wolves, let me come in." No, said the three little wolves. By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot.
Of course.
So,
which they salvaged from the last house, clearly.
Which
when they escaped.
Apparently they salvaged it. Or maybe
Yes.
they just went foraging in the woods really quickly. I don't know.
Maybe, yes.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down, said the pig. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but the house did not fall down.
Well, there you go, because it's cement.
I know, yay, cement. But the pig was not called big and bad for nothing. He went and fetched his pneumatic drill and smashed the house down.
Well, okay.
Then the three little wolves managed to escape, but their chinny chin chins were trembling and trembling and trembling.
Trembling.
We shall build an even stronger house, they said, because they were determined. Just then, they saw a truck coming along the road carrying barbed wire, iron bars, armor plates, and heavy metal padlocks.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so they're getting really industrious. Please, will you give us some of your barbed wire, a few iron bars and armored plates, and some heavy metal padlocks? They said to the rhinoceros that was driving the truck.
A rhinoceros,
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, said the rhinoceros, and he gave them plenty of barbed wire, iron bars, armor plates, and heavy metal padlocks. He also gave them some plexiglass and some reinforced steel chains because he was a generous and kind-hearted rhinoceros.
Well, that sounds very generous and
Very
kind-hearted.
nice.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
much so. So the three little wolves built themselves an extremely strong house. It was the strongest, securest house one could possibly imagine. They felt absolutely safe.
Okay.
The next
guessing
day,
something happens.
something happens. This story's not over.
No.
Let's see what happens next. Well, the next day, the big bad pig came prowling along the road as usual. The three little wolves were playing hopscotch in the garden.
Aw.
Hopscotch, oh.
Hopscotch.
When they saw the big bad pig, that one too, coming, they ran inside their house, bolted the door, and locked all 37 padlocks. All 37 of them.
37. Okay.
Yeah, they're very specific little wolfies.
Mm-hmm.
The pig dialed the video entrance phone
Okay.
and said, "Little frightened wolves with the trembling chins, let me come in." No, said the little wolves. By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot. They're really good at solving this teapot.
That's
apparently.
salvaging that teapot. Yes. Yes.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down, said the pig. So he huffed, then he puffed, then he puffed, then he huffed, but the house did not fall down. But the pig was not called big and bad for nothing. He brought some dynamite, laid it against the house, lit the fuse, and Drum roll,
boom.
please.
Yes. I'm guessing it blowed up.
The house blew up.
Yes.
The three little wolves just managed to escape with their fluffy tails scorched.
Yes. And their teapot, clearly, because they've been
And
able to
their
salvage that
teapot.
from each place. Yes.
I really doubt they salvaged the teapot. Something must be wrong with our building materials, they said. We have to try something different. But what? At that moment, they saw a flamingo. Wow, because we know why. There were
we know why.
4,280 of them, so one of them came by and was coming along pushing a wheelbarrow full of flowers. Please, will you give us some flowers? Asked the little wolves. With pleasure, said the flamingo, and he gave them lots of flowers. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of flowers.
Okay.
Do you hear? Do you hear that?
I did.
Do you know what that is?
Sounds like two rhinoceroses having sex, but what is it?
I don't even know what that is. It's just a flower flapping around in the wind.
Oh, a flower flapping. Okay.
Okay, because that's what they do. So they built themselves a house of flowers. One wall was made of marigolds, one of daffodils, one of pink roses, and one of cherry blossoms. The ceiling was made of sunflowers, and the floor was a carpet of daisies. Sounds like
daisies?
A fun little house. Mm-hmm.
It does.
They had water lilies in their bathtub and buttercups in their refrigerator. It was a rather fragile house, and it swayed in the wind, but it was very beautiful.
Sounds wonderful.
The next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of flowers that the three little wolves had built. He rang the blue bell at the door.
Which is a flower.
Not any old flower, the bluebell, and said, "Little frightened wolves with the trembling chins and the scorched tails, let me come in." No, said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our teapot." Wow, they salvaged the teapot.
They salvaged
even
the teapot.
Even after it blew up. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll
probably just went way up high in the sky and they caught it. You know?
And that's must have happened. And like they were, just imagine they were playing football from all of their training when they were young pups. Like, I got it, and they learned how to catch the teapot. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, said the pig. But as he took a deep breath, ready to huff and puff, he smelled the soft scent of the flowers. It was fantastic. And because the scent was so lovely, the pig took another breath, and then another. Instead of huffing and puffing, he began to sniff.
Sniff?
He sniffed deeper and deeper until he was quite filled with the fragrant, maybe a fragrant too, but more importantly, a fragrant scent. His heart grew tender, and he realized how horrible he had been. Right then, he decided to become a big, good pig. He started to sing and dance the tarantella.
Okay, well, good for him. Who knew that he had that talent?
I don't know if he even knew. At first, the three little wolves were a bit worried. It might be a trick. But soon they realized that the pig had truly changed, so they came running out of the house. They started playing games with him. First, they played Pig Pog, and then they played Piggy in the Middle, and then when they were all tired, they invited him into the house.
For a cup of tea, perhaps? Yes. Well, there
you got it. They offered him tea and strawberries and wolfberries and asked him to stay with them as long as he wanted. The pig accepted, and they all lived happily together forever after. The end.
Thanks to Paco Panda for recommending that story.
Thank you, Paco Panda. Yay, Paco.
I think we need to get to some really bad jokes. Do you have a new joke book? I have to ask, because we finished your Foxy Riddles.
We did finish my old. Yeah,
yes.
So I have the... I do, but instead, I'll start that next time. But I do have 2 jokes. Just 2.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, but how many do you have? We should interlace.
Well, I don't have one now because somebody at Lux's place used my joke. So
that naughty Lux.
I had to take care of that one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 jokes.
Okay, so if you do 3, then I'll do 1. Then you do 4. Then I'll end on my other one. Does that sound good?
Okay, that sounds good.
We have a plan. We have a plan.
You know, they say plan your work your plan. Okay.
There you go.
So I was in the grocery store the other day in the checkout line, and the guy in front of me was just buying 1 apple, 1 banana, and 2 eggs. The checkout guy looked at him and said, "You must be single." The guy was taken aback, and he says, "Why, yes, I am. How did you know?" And the clerk looked at him and simply says, "Well, because you're ugly."
I like that, actually. That's and you have a few eggs.
And you have a few eggs. So I think I'm going to try to author a new Broadway production. It's going to be all about puns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It'll be a play on words.
Oh, it will. I mean, that is a true statement right there.
Yes.
Right there.
If a group of dolphins is called a pod, as we know, and a group of crows is called a murder, what is a group of kindergartners called?
I'm going to guess kids. I don't know.
No, they're annoying.
Take those eggs from that guy and throw them at the kids. Yeah.
Throw them at the kids. Yep, there you go.
Okay, so I have something to tell you, Mr. Bearly.
What is that?
I want to tell you this story about this old man. Actually, no, he's not an old man. What am I talking about? He's an old wolf.
Old wolf, okay.
An old wolf. And he had been a retired farmer for a long time. And he became very bored and decided to open his own medical clinic.
Okay.
He put a sign outside and that said, "Get your treatment for $500. If you are not cured, you get back $1,000. Thinking he's,
fair enough,
smart, Yeah. Dr. Young is his name, who was positive that this old wolf didn't know beans about medicine, thought this would be a great opportunity to get himself an easy $1,000. He went to the clinic, and this is what happened. So Dr. Young said, "Mr. Old Wolfie, I have lost all the taste in my mouth. Can you please help me?" The old wolfie says, "Nurse, could you please bring medicine from box 22 and put 3 drops in Dr. Young's mouth?" Dr. Young said, "This is gasoline." And the old wolf said, "Congratulations, you got your taste back. That'll be $500, please." Okay. But I'm not done. There's more.
Okay.
Unfortunate for you. I'm so sorry. There is more. Dr. Young gets very annoyed at this and goes back after a couple of days trying to figure out how to recover his money. Dr. Young says, "I've lost my memory. I cannot remember anything." The old wolf says, "Nurse, could you please bring medicine from box 22 and put 3 drops in the patient's mouth?" And Dr. Young said, "No. Oh, no, you don't. That's gasoline." And the old wolf said, "Congratulations, you got your memory back. That'll be $500, please." But there's more. It's not sold in any store.
Okay.
So Dr. Young,
operators are standing by.
Operators standing by. Dr. Young, after having now lost $1,000, leaves angrily and comes back after several more days because, now he really wants to get his $1,000 back. And so Dr. Young says, "My eyesight has become weak and I can hardly see." The old wolfie says, "Well, I don't have any medicine for that, so here's your $1,000 back." Dr. Young says, "But this is only $500. Then the old wolfie says, "Congratulations, you got your vision back. That'll be $500, please." And I'm done.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, how about all that? And speaking of things like that, I recently asked my hubby to rate my listening skills. And he said, "You're an 8 on a scale of 10. I'm not sure what he meant or why he wanted me to pee on a skeleton.
No, I'm not sure either. I am not sure either. Good question.
You're an 8 on a scale of 10. Yes.
Oh, there's even more than I realized.
Oh, that's a urinate on a scale of 10.
I got the skeleton part, but I didn't get the other. Okay, got it.
Yeah, urinate. I don't know why he wanted me to pee on a skeleton, but there I went.
There you went. You went on the scale of 10.
I went on the skeleton. All right, give us your final joke so we can get to a little trivia game.
Okay, so I have another little story for you, Mr. Bearly.
Okay, I'm waiting with bated breath. Worms on my tongue.
Bated worms. Brother John entered the Monastery of Silence. Don't worry, it's not that horrible, horrible thing that made you so mad that you had to sit through that a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Brother John entered the Monastery of Silence, and the chief priest said, "Brother, this is a silent monastery. You are welcome here as long as you like, but you may not speak until I direct you to do so." Brother John lived in the monastery for a full year before the chief priest said to him, "Brother John, you have been here for an entire year now. You may speak 2 words." Brother John thought long and hard and said, "Hard bed." And the chief priest said, "Well, I'm sorry to hear that. We will get you a better bed." The next year, so a year goes by, and Brother John was called by the chief priest, who said, "You may say another 2 words, Brother John." Brother John thought long and hard, and he said, "Cold food." And the chief priest assured him that the food would be better for him in the future. So he's doing a good job in getting the monastery to a better place, I guess. On the 3rd anniversary, so another year goes by. On the 3rd anniversary that the Brother John spent at the monastery, the chief priest again calls Brother John into his office. Says 2 more words. You may say 2 words today. And Brother John didn't have to think hard at all. He said, "I quit." And the chief priest said, "Well, that's probably best, because all you've done since you got here is complain." And that's my joke.
Yeah. Just all he does is complain.
Not complain, but complain in automobiles. I don't know.
Not come peanuts, but complain. All right. So I have trivia questions from our 2 trivia games called I Should Have Known That and Things They Don't Teach You in School. Have you got your puppy thinking cap on?
Ooh, this is exciting. Okay, it's on right now. Bark.
All right. First question. How many baby teeth does a child usually have?
2.
Well, no. 20.
Oh, I mean 2 with a 0 after it.
With a 2 with a 0, yes. Right. All right. Here's kind of a mathy question for you. Kind of.
Oh.
But it's monetary. So here we are.
Okay.
If you took all the money in the world, all of it, and divided it equally amongst everyone in the world,
ooh,
how much money would each person get?
Okay. Puppy thinking here. So I've got all the money, and I'm dividing it up with a sledgehammer that I got from the big bad pig.
All right.
So then I use a sledgehammer and divide it up. Oh, but there's a little bit I can't quite divide up. So now I have to get I'm just going to go straight for the dynamite from the big bad pig.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to light the fuse and the sledgehammer. Okay, now there it is. And since I blew up the entire world, there are no more people. So everyone has none is the answer.
Okay, everyone has none. The real answer is about $10,000.
I was not correct.
No, I mean it's kind of interesting though that only $10,000. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, that is.
So, have you ever been out in the ocean on a boat or fishing or anything like that on the ocean?
I have been out there towards that direction. Yes.
Okay. So, if you got lost at sea, can you eat jellyfish to survive?
Well, usually when I get lost at sea, I have to find a book on the alphabet because I should know the rest.
That was pretty good. I have to say that was pretty good. Yeah.
Kind of proud of myself. But in all seriousness, folks, ask that again.
Can you eat jellyfish to survive if you're lost at sea?
Oh, only if you have white bread, because
And peanut butter.
And peanut butter, because it doesn't go well on like oat bread and stuff. So I'm going to say some of the time.
Some of the time. The answer is no, because they are 90% salt water from the ocean.
Oh, that makes sense, right?
So
they're all celluloid and stuff, yeah.
They're all celluloid and stuff, yeah. Get your history buff on. Get your history hat on. Here we go.
History pup.
Okay. Which president of the United States resigned after the infamous Watergate scandal?
I think that was someone by the name of Mr. Ronald Reagan.
That would be incorrect. The answer was Richard Nixon.
Well, I'm not a crook.
That is actually the correct answer, Richard Nixon.
Yes, it is the correct answer.
Okay, so you got it right, that I got it wrong. So, okay, we're
Woohoo!
we're good. Woohoo! We did it. That was neat.
All right. Okay, speaking of presidents. Speaking of presidents. So, if you write the name Franklin D. Roosevelt and John F. Kennedy, you put a period after the D and a period after the F. So Franklin D. period Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy with a period. However, how come you do not put a period after the S in Harry S. Truman?
Because the store was not selling tampons on that day.
Okay. Well, no, but how does that have to do with anything? So
so say it again, and then you'll know why.
Harry S. Truman without a what? Nope. Oh, no period. Oh, Taebyn.
I don't know.
Some listeners may be offended. Okay, so the period indicates that it is an abbreviation of a name. So Franklin D. Roosevelt, D stood for Delano Roosevelt. So you put a period there. So if your middle name is Taebyn Johnson Pup, you put a J or put a period after the J, right?
Okay.
However, and John F. Kennedy, it was Fitzgerald, that was his name, F. Kennedy. However, Harry Truman did not have a middle name, and he thought being presidential, he needed a middle initial, so he just added the letter S to his name. And since it doesn't stand for a name, you can't put a period after it.
I had no idea.
I had no idea either.
Something totally new.
And that's from the things they don't teach you in school, because why would they teach you that in school? They
sure don't. Yeah. And actually edit out the whole tampon thing. Is that just...
Oh, no. Oh, no. That is staying in 100%. Okay.
Okay, bye, all you furs. It's been great knowing you, but I am never coming on the show again, and I'll be shunned at all the cons. So it's been a great run.
No, because what's going to happen is they're going to start bringing you tampons now at the cons, like they bring you socks.
Another reason to bye. I'll never see any fur again, and I'll be hiding. Okay,
hey, it's okay. No, never mind. It's okay. All right. How many months of the year have 31 days?
Let's see. 30 days has September. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Let's see. And that's 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31, except for February, which has 28, and leap year makes it 29, which never rhymed. Why did someone actually... Have you ever heard it like that? It's 12
I did,
minus... Yeah. I don't know why they... So 12 minus 5... is 7. So 7.
6.
30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31, except for February, which has 28, and leap year makes it 29. Which, again, that doesn't rhyme. Who even did that? 12 minus 5 is... I missed one?
Well, let's pull out a calendar and look, shall we?
Okay.
I'm going to pull out a calendar right now. Okay, so January has 31. March has 31. That's 2. May has 31. July has 31. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. August, 31. That's 5. October, 31. That's 6.
I'm running out of
December,
months.
31 is 7. So wow, the answer is wrong.
They have the answer wrong.
They have the answer wrong on their. So you were correct, and they were wrong. I'm going to write them a letter.
They were wrong. I'm wondering if it's because they didn't learn the rhyme right. I mean, they got the 30 days, September, April, June, and November, but they didn't get the rhyme about the, except for February, which has 28, leap year makes it 29.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to give you the ding ding for that one. There we go. Woohoo!
Okay, first you might see me again on the show and at a con. We'll see. I might have redeemed myself right now.
All right. So, have you ever read the Bible?
I've. I'll just say
Bible.
yes. I'm making this complicated. I will say yes.
Okay. How many books are in the New Testament?
At least 4: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. 1st and 2nd Corinthians.
No,
so that's 6, and there's more. There's Acts.
Well, it's
so that's 7.
The gospel books. The gospel books. So you said 4. You were correct.
4. Yes. Okay.
4.
Yay.
There you go.
I was trying to get all. I don't know what I was trying to do. So 4.
You're trying to get all the letters to this and the letters to that and everything like that. So okay.
And so I got another ding ding ding.
You got another ding ding ding. 2
Oh
dings.
my cow!
Right. Okay.
Okay, so maybe I will be on the show again. I think maybe the run is not over.
And you can answer this question any way you want, and I will give you the ding ding ding.
Oh wow!
What is the speed of an airplane during landing?
Fluff on a pomegranate fruit.
That's correct. It is fluff on a pomegranate fruit. It is very fast, and there we go. Ding, ding, ding.
All the flowers
and the
flowers rejoice.
And the flowers rejoice. Well, now it looks like the old clock on the wall. I thought this was going to be a short episode, but it is not. It says it's time for us to wrap this up. I can hear the music playing.
Best, yes.
Yes. I want to thank you for all the creatures for tuning in and listening. Please do not bring Taebyn any tampons at a con. We love you so much, and we appreciate you listening. Remember to share this podcast with all your friends, relatives, enemies, or frenemies, or even random furs on the street. Go up to this random fur and say, hey, listen to this podcast.
Husks.
Or corn husks. Get that oil out, There you go.
Get the oil
by the way, make sure you put that ointment on those cows that are on your head.
That's right. They're actually getting a little loud in my earsy. Yeah,
I know they're mooing a lot. It's like
they are.
We could butcher them and make little tiny hamburgers.
Little tiny. Feed them to the we could then take them and feed them to the leprechauns at their next.
The surviving leprechauns. Yes.
Something surviving leprechauns. Put up a little sign that says, "For all the surviving leprechauns, here are little hamburger cows from Taebyn at the wonderful Lux incident." I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Don't forget to go to broad.co.co. There's no M for some super electrolyte vitamins. Our sponsor. This offer
plug
for 25% off of all your shipment and purchase of Broad electrolyte vitamins. Get 25% off your entire order through the end of July, so it's coming up quick. You've only got a few more weeks to get this deal by entering BFFT when you check out, and you get 25% off your entire order through the end of July. And don't delay, because it's going to go away. Remember, you can get BFFT merch at Bonfire or Redbubble. And finally, be sure to tune in next week when my guest co-host sitting in for Taebyn, who's going to be on vacation, will be Misha B. Barkin.
Misha will be sitting in me and Barkin.
I don't know if he's going to be sitting in you, but sitting in for you.
Oh, yeah, there's a difference, I think. Yeah,
there's a big difference, yes. So one would hurt you and the other would not. So Moobarkfluff every fur. Stay furry. Taebyn, say goodbye to all these wonderful furs who have tuned in.
Goodbye to all these wonderful furs that have tuned in. And I say thank you so much for joining us on our magical journey that we've had. We've had some tears, we've had some laughs, we've had some seasickness, we've had some pomegranate sprouts, and that was amazing and fun. And I hope all you furs have a great time next week listening to Bearly and Misha without me, Sha. And I'll bark at you next time. Bearly will growl at you next time. And until then, Moobarkfluff, stay furry, bark, bark.
Bearly Furcasting is an Injured Nerve studio production and is found on all major podcast platforms or can be heard directly at bearlyfurcasting.com. The opinions expressed here are those of the hosts and their guests, and no commercial compensation was granted. The Furcast is produced, recorded and directed by Bearly Normal, aka Mike Began, and is edited by Bearly and our associate editor Rain Raccoon. Opening and closing theme music, as well as some interstitial music, was created for Injured Nerves Productions for the use on the podcast by Reg Day with Damian Tanuki. If you would like to hear more music by Reg Day, you can search for Tweezerbeak on Bandcamp or Hoop Loop Tunes on SoundCloud. Other interstitial and background music by Shane Ivers through silvermansound.com, Gator Tots on soundcloud.com, and the YouTube Free is Library. Social media presences is maintained by Ziggy the Mean Weasel. Transfurmation Station is written and directed by Lux Operon with Rain Raccoon and is edited by Rain Raccoon. If you would like to send us a message, you can do so via email at bearlyfurcasting@gmail.com or on our Telegram chat at BFFTchat, on Twitter, on our Facebook page, or on the bearlyfurcasting.com webpage. You can help support the show through donations at ko-fi.com/bearlyfurcasting or through Patreon at patreon.com/bearlyfurcasting. Thanks for listening. We hope you come back and listen next week.